So we're here doing the highlight of the month business video. We're at a very special place here called Orcam. I'm here with Rafi. Rafi's going to tell us about his company and what they're doing to solve a major global issue. Rafi, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us.
My pleasure.
So can you tell us a little bit about Orcam?
Orcam Technologies' primary purpose is making assistive technology using AI. What we do is personal wearable AI that helps people who are primarily blind or visually impaired. The two co-founders of Orcam are also the two co-founders of Mobileye, Professor Amnon Shashua and Mr. Ziv Aviram. Mobileye, of course, is a huge success using artificial vision technology to enable safer driving. So the two co-founders were inspired by that technology, but they saw a population in need that was really not only underserved, but barely served, which is the blind and visually impaired population.
I've been wearing glasses since I was 7 years old, and I remember my first pair of glasses. I didn't even know that I couldn't see very well. I remember actually exactly where I went to the mall. I remember exactly the roads driving home, and I remember how profoundly that impacted my life. And I'm not seriously visually impaired. I just wonder, could you share with us the story of how this has maybe impacted somebody's life?
Sure. We have tens of thousands of users at this point using the device to get visual information communicated by audio. We have a user who is a young mother of 3 young children in Toronto, and she uses Orcam AI to read bedtime stories to her kids. And she's able to connect in a way that she could never dream about before, and it brings tears to her eyes, doing so. We had a user who was on a nationally televised show watched by millions, and he was sitting next to his girlfriend, recognized where his girlfriend was sitting based on the facial recognition, and then all of a sudden he got down on one knee and proposed to her on camera.
Where do you see the future of all this going?
So as far as our current device, Orcam AI, we see the future as kind of like complete scene understanding. What I mean by that is communicating the information that's of most usefulness to the person wearing the device. So right now, Orcam can read text, identify people. We're working on interactive reading, which is actually asking the device questions. And in the future, we're asking Orcam to guide that person in their surroundings. All sorts of information by audio that it could really enable the user to be more in tune with around them, not being able to see, of course.
How can people from the global community help to push the ball down the field for Orcam? What do you guys need? What are you looking for?
We are looking constantly for distribution partners, being able to get our devices out to people in need in the countries where we have the device available. We're really looking at Orcam AI as AI, artificial intelligence, as a companion, as an extension of that person who's wearing the device. And so we're looking at to incorporate new features with the device going forward, such as a GPS feature that will help the person navigate where he or she is going, Because up until now, Orcam is a communications tool, used to be in conjunction with a seeing eye dog or a cane. But we want to take that further to be able to have it, a real communicator, and of course in real time like we have with the current device, and just really expand the scope of what Orcam can help, guide that person and to understand the surroundings.
Do you have any words of wisdom for people about how they can also use their company to do good on the planet?
It's so important to be inspired in what you do. I mean, not only to solve a problem, but to solve a problem that has a real human benefit to. And if you have that motivation, really the sky's the limit. I mean, Orcam, the idea of Orcam was born in a lab at Hebrew University. And it was taken, out of there and expanded upon. And Orcam, we didn't partner with anybody. We developed this over years of R&D. We have an amazing team here. If you're inspired, that goes so much farther than it doesn't have purpose for you. And that's what we're doing here, and that's why I'm so enthused about it.
And what better drive or motivation is there to be successful in business than the ability to actually change somebody's life forever and for good, and to provide somebody that otherwise couldn't read a book to their child, and now they can. I mean, it's so moving, and what an inspiration you guys are. Thank you so much for bringing this technology to the world. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.